So Johan, we've just done our first dive deeper of the year, getting set for 2023, and we thought it was really important to also put some attention on 2022 before we jump into talking about 23. So what kinds of things did you notice were coming up for the group when we thought about last year?
Yeah, it's one thing that stood out was that when people talking about the positive things, one realization was that they often came from something that didn't work so well, and there are ups and downs, and that's life, and so and there will be good stuff coming out sooner or later, and so that's one common theme.
Yeah, and I noticed that and certainly in the groups that I were in, there was a kind of relief to hear from each other that we'd all struggled in different ways over this past year.
Yeah, and then we talked about 2023. What did you notice from that conversations?
Well, so we did the clean setup, and we asked them, if 2023 was to go just as you'd like, it would be like what? And in certain groups, there was like a fantasy, people were talking about how they'd like the year to go, and then noticing that, that's all very well and good, but what's it really going to be like? So there was this notion of our expectations and things that we can control and things that we can't control, which led really nicely into then putting some attention on when, there's this and there's that, and perhaps there's illness or there's difficulty at work in your family, how will you need to be? And so they were talking, about resilience, the resourcefulness, the vitality, being mindful, things that they would need to do in order to create the balance that they would need to navigate 2023.
And the confidence came up as well. Have the confidence to do the push, or to do something. And
then we were asking them about, the support and resources that they'd need in order to be like that. And some really cool things came up, didn't they? What kind of things did you notice?
Yeah, it could be a lot of different things. It could be like creating space for time for reflection. It could be like setting a goal or a physical challenge to look forward to. Or
and is this where we say on a public channel that you've set yourself a goal to run a marathon in 2023?
I would never say that, but that's true. Yes. So
15 witnesses to that statement.
Exactly. Yeah, so that's going to be fun. And there were other things like using landing points, for example, holidays, to time for reflect, to just look forward to. And
yeah, there were a couple of contradictory things, weren't there? So there's some people who wanted to return to the paper calendar, and other people who were like, how can I use technology to support me better? And one participant saying that they're going to buy themselves an e-notebook.
Yeah, so and there's a lot, and also it's talking about like plans, and so on one hand, it came up that we need plans to make it happen. On the other hand, we want flexibility because things will change and things will happen. So not too much of it. So there's a lot of interesting mixes.
And I think, there's also the idea of using the people around them as resources. And certainly for me, that's one of the advantages of doing these dive deeper is that we get such a wide range of people of different ages, different gender, different cultural backgrounds. Some people are working, some people are no longer working. And it's, this real melting pot of ideas and support and tips that we can give each other. So I think participants really get a lot out of these sessions.
Yeah. Sarah, can I ask a question?
You can.
So looking forward, 2023 and dive deeper, it's going to be like what for you? What's your thoughts on the top of your head?
Well, we're taking inspiration from Janus, the Roman god who gave his name to the month of January, and we're going to be spending some time to look back, reviewing what's happened in the past with our dive deepers, and then putting some attention on 23. And we're going to be holding a questionnaire so that we can hear from people to find out what kinds of topics interest them. So if you're watching this and you know that you'd like us to run a topic on something, get in touch. And we look forward to seeing you over the 2023 for more Dive Deepers.